That's close
Time
enough.
to go to work.
Shine down!
Just like we rehearsed! Hi!
First force.
Torn to oblivion! There is no escape!
Now you're testing my patience.
Come into being. Witness my great undertaking. Live.
Shine down! Ha!
I knew this day would come.
Burst forth!
There is no escape.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's...
Now you shall perish. Shine down. Illusion shattered.
Live!
Shine down. Take them. I have no need.
Come into being! Feel this ancient power!
Go in! Let's light it up!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered!
Burst forth!
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Come into being! My experiment failed.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Go in!
Witness my great undertaking! Burst forth!
Asha, Gusha.
The world remains constant over the centuries. But human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Feel this ancient power.
Everybody stand back!
Illusion shattered! Asuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Let's light it up!
Here she comes! Satori is here! Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say. Paimon's starting to feel kinda nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabiya?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking...
Okay then. You just seem... Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you?
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me?
I hear you. No problem at all.
Sorry, you're new.
Please, the gods are asking. Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home?
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a...
I'm sorry. And if I may ask, Nabiya, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of... Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can the Scarlet King...
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in... I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
She just ran. Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida, it seems all I know are some abstract Haravatop theories. Anyway, enough of that. He's out of Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for? Oh, right. Your old man's... Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. Actually, while we're talking about...
Yeah, he's been retired there.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please. He has a quick temper, and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with...
Oh? So, who are you, I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert. Yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academy.
Akeem, you don't mean... you've...
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this! You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in... But once everything is over, I'll be sure... Come on! Sataria's already started talking with Shishan!
So, Shishan, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should...
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's
Shishan, don't tell...
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is
Please, please stop!
Even now, Sataria's still trying to... She can no longer justify everything. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guard! This is the most important...
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message.
Please, try to remain calm, miss.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their...
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you...
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing...
Miss Sataria, no...
You know...
The Scarlet King is immortal, and you must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where... I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sages... But no matter how much I may try to ignore and get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sabzeruz festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the God of Wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side! The Traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch. Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of Wisdom and Guardian of the Scholars? No. The truth is the true Guardian of Scholars. I've always believed that.